Greetings, Wookie scum, and welcome to the first ever, as far as I know, character review for Star Wars Hunters. Today, your Star Wars dad is going to teach you how to GROZZ. But before we do that, it's difficult to eat on Kashyyyk. You go there, you go to restaurants, you order your food, you get it, you feel like you're going to have a nice meal, but unfortunately, as you dig into the food, you find out it's a little chewy. Hello there, and welcome to How to GROZZ. I am Newt, your Star Wars dad. This is my first character review for Star Wars Hunters. It's out in the soft launch right now, and I'm super excited about this game. Can't wait to get into it. So let's get into GROZZ. His basic abilities: improvised clubs, twin club melee weapons that deal low damage but cover a wide area. He just comes in and hits you with his club, just like this. Staggering blows. Enemies you hit are slowed for a short duration, so everybody you hit, this is his passive, everybody you hit gets slowed for a very short amount of time. Boulder Bash is his ultimate. It rips up the ground, he lifts a boulder over his head, throws it, it bounces around and just destroys everything in its path. His stats: 2 out of 5 on damage, 5 on toughness. He's got the max amount of health possible. No support for anybody else. He does heal himself, but he doesn't heal anybody else or do anything for anybody on the team. Range is melee, so it's 1. Mobility, he's the big, slow, lumbering tank. And crowd control is good because every time he hits somebody, it slows him down, and he also can grab you and shove you against a wall, so he gets a little crowd control there. Let's take a look at his loadout. First, you talk about the Stampede. He charges forward, he grabs the first enemy he hits, bashes him into a wall, and does damage to him. So that's going to be anybody he hits. Now, he can also not hit an enemy and just charge forward and keep charging until he hits a wall. He's going to charge until he hits a wall. Then the War Cry emits a terrifying War Cry. This is basically his self-heal. He just gives a and he heals himself. For 120, I believe. Well, we'll see it here, and I'm going to do the demo in a second. And then Frenzy. Increase your attack speed, dealing high damage in front of you. So he just instead of doing this, he does this. That's pretty much what it is. Instead of doing this, he does this. Alright, maybe you should. He does. There you go. It's the Star Wars Dad portion of the video there. Anyway, let's go into the practice arena and check him out. Okay, here we are in training with GROZZ. So the first thing you'll notice is when you run up to somebody, if you get within range, it's going to auto attack with his clubs. So there he is. You're just going to take out this target with his clubs. You just stand close. You can move around a little bit as long as you see that little oval on the ground, that little semicircle on the ground. If you're within that semicircle and facing your target, he's going to attack them with his basic attack, the clubs. It's an auto attack. Okay, now, one thing you notice is the first little thing on the left here, that is a target lock. So, I don't know if it's called target lock, but that's what I'm calling it. So what you'll notice here is when I lock a target, so if I go over to this guy, I can kind of move around and I'll stay facing him while I'm moving around him. And it'll also stay locked in and targeted. Now, if I go up these other guys and I don't target lock them, and I'm moving around, it doesn't really have the same effect. I got to be facing them, and if I don't stay facing them while I'm moving around, I have to maneuver it. So the target lock keeps you on your target as you're moving around and helps you stay locked on them. All right. So next is his Frenzy. So that's the second from the left. So it's 3 fists going up and down, right? So Frenzy is just this. We get him within range, and then Frenzy, boom, 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 fast attack. Just takes him out. We'll have to load it up again to show you. That's the Frenzy. And then his Stampede is next. So if we go to Stampede, if I stand in front and I go to a straight, this is going to charge forward in a straight line. It's going to grab whoever's in front, and they're going to smack him into the next wall. So what it does, it is a straight charge. The wall might be a long way away. The wall might be right in front of you. It might be a vehicle, whatever. It's going to go till it hits something. It hits it, and then it stops, does damage, and then he starts auto-attacking because they're within the semicircle again. So those are those 3 abilities. Now, we've taken a little bit of damage, right? So you notice that his health at the bottom is 280 out of 400. Well, to the far right, you can see there's a little Wookie like this with the health insignia in the middle. You go ahead and click that. Boom, he gained back all 120 health. I don't know, I should probably lose a little more health and see exactly how much that's going to gain. Let's get in here and take some damage, and then I'll pop out, and We'll get it down to a little bit lower than that so we can see exactly how much damage is recovered. Alright, well he's at 140 right now, so if we do it... Okay, 120 health, so I actually had exactly the amount of health I needed there. If I need some more health, I can go over here to a health bar or a health icon, whatever, get it back. Okay, now, the next thing he has is right there in the middle, his ultimate, the Boulder Bash. So what that does is it's going to lift a boulder up here above his head, throw it above him, it's going to roll out, and it's going to bounce back. It's going to roll around for a while. So let's do this. Roll that boulder. You see I missed, but then it keeps rolling, and it rolls in between everybody. Let's try and get another ultimate here. That was pretty pitiful. That might not even cover the range of how bad that was. It was pretty darn bad. Okay, so let's do a Boulder Bash, and let's hit some people. How about that? There we go. See, it hit the guy. It almost killed both those guys. It can actually hit them and rebound off whatever and bounce back and just take them out completely. If they're at low health, that'll finish them off too. Now, we've done all that. Let's talk about the combo. The combo is where it's at. You got to do the combo. Every character's going to have a combo, and it's the way to roll. So the way it is with this is you're going to do your Stampede, followed by your Target Lock, followed by your, which one is it? The War, or the Frenzy. Stampede, Target Lock, Frenzy. So what you do is you Stampede, you smack him into the wall, you Target Lock him, and then you go Frenzy, and boom, boom, boom. It's the fastest way to kill somebody. Now, one thing you'll notice is I can Target Lock somebody before, right? I got him Target Locked, but just because I do that does not necessarily mean, so I got him Target Locked, right, that my Stampede is going to hit him. See? I'm too far away, so when I Stampede, it's a straight line, and it just misses. So you're going to Stampede in a straight line. You can adjust it, but you can make small adjustments. But we want to hit somebody here with our Stampede, so let's line this guy up right here in front of us. And here we go. Stampede, Target Lock, and then Frenzy. Boom, 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 he's out. Now, I'll show it to you in a second without the Target Lock. With these guys, it might not be that bad, but in-game, it's a little more rough because it's harder to keep somebody in front of you and actually finish them off. Let me finish that guy off. Okay, so let's go ahead and Stampede this guy. And let's just Frenzy him and see. Yeah, it's not as bad, but in-game, they're going to be trying to get away, so if you Target Lock, you got a better chance of following them and keeping them in line. We'll do one more little boulder throw here. Can I do it through here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't. I learned something there, but look at that guy back there. See it bouncing around, doing all the damage? So there you go, guys. That's how the ability's used. That's the combo you use. Let's jump into some gameplay footage and see how it works. Okay, here's our gameplay. So we're in Deliver the Payload, which means we are supporting that transport or whatever to go through the map and get to the other end. And we do that by keeping that circle blue, which is our team. Here comes the bad guys. If the circle turns red or they contest it, which is contested right now, you can see that our transport stops. So we have to get them out of there and take them out. And there it was. There was the charge, the lock, and the frenzy, and I've killed the other GROZZ. Now, normally what you want to do is look for these. Yeah, so that was not... Usually you don't want to go after the other GROZZ because he's just so beefy, and you're not doing a ton of damage. And the challenge is you're playing with a lot of bots here at the beginning. Now, once you guys are playing, maybe you're playing with humans all the time, and they got a little more awareness of the map around them. But right now, there's not a lot of awareness from the bots. So I'm playing with a tank, but I'm trying to pick people off and do a lot of damage myself. I'm not really that great enough with the tank yet. I'm 2 days into this game. I haven't played a lot of shooter games in general. Oh, look at that. Took her out right there, smack. That's what I'm talking about. That was exactly that combo. The charge, the frenzy out. You know, I'm learning these games and picking up on it, but you can't really do a lot of tanking when you're playing with the bots, or it doesn't feel like it. It just seems like you have to go around looking for people to pick off and to do your own killing. But I'm learning how to carry. I'm learning how to play this game. I have not done a lot of carrying. We grabbed her, just barely got her, boom. Now I smack her to the wall, but I didn't get a lock on really well. And there she's run off to the side. And now here comes the other GROZZ in. We're going at it. We're about even health. What's going to happen here? I'm going to die. So yeah. So one thing about the charge is you have to be aware. If you charge halfway across the map, whether you may not get anybody, you can charge halfway across the map and not hit anybody, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and then they're just gonna wipe you off the map. That kind of happened there. I did catch her. Man, I'm learning these characters' names. Sorry, I apologize for not knowing their names. Again, I'm 2 days into this game, still learning, but I did catch her. But by the time I got there, now, okay, there's the ultimate. Boom, there goes the big rock. I have no idea how much damage I did. It's hard to see. I really couldn't see what I did there. There's another charge. You guys can see that combo is serving me really well in this match. and doing a lot of stuff for me. So as I'm learning how to play the tank, and I'm trying to carry here because I just don't know how well the bots are going to play, it's definitely a challenge. I do feel like when I play with a couple of my friends that I actually function more as the tank, where I'm actually walking in, kind of leading them into battle, providing the shield, the wall for them to go around or to punish. Okay, so actually coming up on behind, the interesting thing about these guys, these bots, is they're just going to go after the transport. They should have stayed back and killed me there and then move forward, but instead they just keep going after it. But I do believe that, well, sorry, my charger came unplugged there, that like a month or two into this game, I'm going to look back at this video and wonder what the heck I was doing. And you might be wondering that right now. You might be cringing. Right, there we go. I charged all the way across the map and hit nothing, and there's 3 of them. Let's go right in for a 1v3. That's going to go really well. No, it's not. Well, that was a 1-for-1 trade. So I'm sure there's a lot of cringe involved here for you guys. I'm learning how to play the game just like you are. I do believe that's the combo that's going to serve you really well as GROZZ, and you should do really well there. Otherwise, we're getting to the end here. It looks like we're about to wrap this up. This is a victory. I promise you guys we're going to win this. We just got to get up there and get these red guys off of our little circle so that our transport can keep moving. So let's charge in, hit the other GROZZ, take them out, lock him on, and frenzy him, and start swinging at nothing behind me. And there we go, going after him again. I don't recommend hitting the other GROZZ again. I think you should be going other ways. But one thing I have learned to do is when I need to heal is back on. Oh man, she's toast. No, no. Oh, Amara Vex takes out GROZZ. Look at that. Again, I think if you have other humans there and you charge in, they're going to be more aware, have a little more awareness of what's going on around you, and maybe do some more damage. Amara Vex is definitely the damage dealer of the group, definitely the one that's dealing it out while you're playing. So anyway, let's watch this finish up. I kind of we'll look at the rewards afterward, just kind of show what I've accomplished. You know, I think my max wins or my max defeats with GROZZ, or eliminations as they call it in the game. I don't know why they call it eliminations. It sounds like you're gonna, you know, using the restroom or something. But my max eliminations in a game was 10. I didn't quite get to that in this one, but I thought it was a really good example. I demoed the combo there several times. Looks like there's a stone rolling through there and getting their guy. I don't know what was happening back there. So let's jump into the rewards and see what I racked up there. So here are the top players. You can see they're both from the other team because they're both in red. If they'd been on my team, they'd be in blue. Amara Vex always does the most damage, and what's her name? The support always has the most healing. There's almost no way to get around that. And then, so I had 8 total eliminations, did 2334 damage. The max damage is 3000, so I wasn't that far off the, you know, killing the max damage, so I'm happy with that. 791 total healing. I just healed myself, nobody else. I did get 5 eliminations without dying. That's the streak. And 6 assists. So that was a pretty good round. Again, I just wanted to demo the combo for you to make you guys, just to show you how the best way to use GROZZ is for killing people. That may change later as we get more players and get more characters in the game. We'll see how it works. But there you go, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the game 2 days in, just the way that Nooch is. Learning the mechanics, learning how to play. And for those viewing, always stay tuned and always remember, Nooch too good.